And guys, depending on how you are dressed for the interview, they may ask you some questions related to this also. Like for an example, when I went for my interview, I was already working somewhere. So when I went for my oral interview, I was in my uniform. So the first question after my introduction, the first question they asked me was, why are you in a uniform? Are you going for a flight? Are you coming from some flight? Why are you in this uniform? So what I told them was the actual reason why I was in a uniform. I just told them, sir, I am in the uniform because when I'm uniform, I feel confident. And they were like, okay, good. And that was the end of that question. But from their facial expressions, I could make out that they were satisfied with my answer and they don't want any more questions on the same topic. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. So, DGCA, ATPL, and CPL written exams are over a couple of days back, and now those who passed, congratulations to them, and those who couldn't make it this time, there is always a next time. You can always prepare better next time. So, those who have cleared their ATPL written exams, the next step for them is the ATPL oral or ATPL Viva. So for ATPL Viva, you have to prepare in a certain way so that your aim is to clear ATPL Viva in the first time itself. When I was preparing for ATPL oral exams, so there were not many options to check, like what type of questions have been asked to other people or how to prepare. So I decided to make a video so that I can guide others how to prepare for ATPL Viva. So be sure, first thing first. When you go for the interview, make sure you are properly dressed. So properly dressed doesn't mean you should be too much dressed also. Like don't be dressed as if you are going for a cocktail party, or don't be casually dressed in jeans, t-shirt, in shabby clothes, and don't be overdressed as if you are going for a marriage function. Just be formally dressed. You can wear a normal shirt, normal trouser, and along with a normal tie. So when you enter your room, there may be, depending on place to place, at certain centers there are two examiners for your Viva. At certain centers there are three, and very rarely four. So most likely you can expect 2 to 3 people who will be taking your Viva. So after when you enter room, first thing you greet everyone. You can either greet everyone individually, like good afternoon sir, good afternoon sir, good afternoon sir, or you may say good afternoon to everyone. So after you settle down on your seat, first question most likely you will be asked is, tell us something about yourself. So let's say the candidate's name is Arvind. Arvind, tell us something about yourself. So when you hear this question, you have to tell them a brief introduction about yourself and about your flying. So depending on whether you are already working somewhere or you are yet to start working, you can frame your answer accordingly. Suppose if you are not working anywhere yet, you can give them brief introduction like, my name is Arvind Kumar. I started my CPL training and preparation for CPL in year 2017. Finished my CPL in year 2018, got my CPL license in 2019 after clearing CPL exams, and now while I'm waiting and preparing for airline examinations, I'm giving my ATPL exams. Or if you are working somewhere, you can tell them about your job also. So, for example, my name is Arvind Kumar. I started my CPL in year 2015, finished my CPL and got my CPL license from DGCA in year 18 started working with XYZ airline in 2019, and now I'm giving my ATPL exams. So depending on whether what things you have mentioned in your uh, introduction, they may ask you question. Like for those who are working somewhere, who they may be asked questions. Okay, tell us how much experience you have and which routes do you fly generally. And if you say you are on 737 or you are on A320 or you are on any other aircraft like ATR or Q400, they may ask you some more questions regarding those particular aircraft. Same way, if you are not working anywhere, then the second question which might come to you is, since you are not working anywhere, why do you want to have ATPL exams? Why do you want to clear your ATPL exams? Because if you are not working anywhere, ATPL exams won't be of any use to you. So in reply to this, you have to be truthful. You can't you can't be acting over smart, and you can't think like, oh, I have my CPL, I cleared my ATPL exams, so I know everything, I'm very smart. No. Well, let me tell you, whichever stage you are on, they were at your stage 20 years back. So just be truthful. Like for an example, if you are not working anywhere and if they ask you this question, what you can say is, sir, since I'm not as I'm not working anywhere and I'm still preparing for airline examinations, so I thought if I clear my ATPL exams, this may give me an extra edge when I go for my airline interviews or airline selections. So just be clear in your mind why you wanted to clear ATPL exams. And the most important rule of this ATPL Viva is, don't try to beat around the bush. If they ask you some question, if you know the answer, simply say it. If you don't know the answer, you don't have to make up stories. And if you know the answer of the question, simply say it. If you don't know, you can simply say it. That, sorry sir, I had read it, but right now I'm not able to recall the answer. They would rather be happy with this answer, with your truthful answer that you don't know it, rather than if you try to tell them some story and try to give them an idea that you don't know anything. This will put a negative impression on your result. And guys, let me tell you another secret. In ATPL Viva, the examiners are not there to check your technical knowledge. Yes, you heard it right. They are not there in the Viva to check your technical knowledge, because your technical knowledge they have already checked in DGC exams and you already cleared it. So if you have come to the Viva, it's understood that your technical knowledge is good. That's why you are able to clear your ATPL exam. They are there sitting, taking your Viva to check whether you have the aptitude to become a captain of the flight, whether you have the aptitude to handle the pressure which a normal line captain has to go through in line flying, and whether you have the confidence to be a captain of the flight. So whatever you answer in your Viva, be confident and don't fumble around with words. If you know something, you know something. If you don't know something, you don't know something. As a captain, they don't expect you to tell them stories. As a captain, you have to be right to the point. So in your ATPL Viva, they are not checking your technical knowledge, they are not checking how many frequencies you know, they are not checking whether you have by hearted all the books. They are checking whether you are confident and whether you have the aptitude to become a captain. So guys, that's all from the today's video. If you have learned something new, or if this video helped you in your preparation for the ATPL Viva, please hit the like button. And to see such more videos, you may also subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button. And for your information, I'll be posting more such videos till the ATPL Vivas are over, and in those videos I'll be discussing questions and along with their answers, which are expected in the ATPL upcoming ATPL Vivas for ATPL navigation exam and radio exam. So guys, have a fantastic day and have a safe takeoff and landing. Goodbye.